at using TeX within the TeX environment. So we're just doing a very simple one page, but it's kind of an introduction to TeX graphics within the TeX environment. And I'm going to go over the code guide. Encourage you to experiment, own it. That means apply your own content to the things you learn here. File extension, always use the .tex file extension. And for code modifications, you'll see changes made, and pay attention to the lines with the green comments. Those are the lines to look at. And you'll see line numbers in a slightly different color on the left side of the code blocks. Do not type in the line numbers, otherwise your code's not going to compile. The code demos, after the code blocks, you're going to see the screenshots of actual PDF documents produced from those same code blocks. So there shouldn't be any typos, any coding errors, because the what you see on the screen is actually what produced the PDF documents. And yeah, it looks like that's this is where we start. This is the start of the code here. And no, that's not the start. I mean, that's the finish. That's the finished product. But we're going to start simple. So we're just going to start out on lines 1 and 2. We've got a page. We're setting the page to 8.5 by 11, basically letter style page. And line 3 is our only output, hello world. Okay, and you see it in the upper left. You see hello world. And down in the center at the bottom, you see the number 1. Probably don't need that. And on line 4, you see we're inputting or importing, whatever you want to say, the TeX, that TeX file, and you need that to start a TeX environment. So on line 6, we started a TeX environment, and we've got one node on line 7. Okay, and you see it in the upper left corner, and on the bottom you see the number 1 centered. And now we're going to add more to that. So we're going to add some child nodes, and we're going to see what happens after we add the child nodes. And you can kind of see everything is up there on the screen, but it's kind of jumbled together. It's kind of a mess, so we need to space things out. We need more room. Okay, so here we're setting some distances. You can see that we're changing some distances. And now everything is spread out a little more, so that looks a little bit better. Okay, and changing some more things here. We were growing down, but you see on line 7 we're actually growing to the left, which we're probably going to change later. And maybe changing the distances a little bit. And there you see it. So we're growing to the left. We're going to change that. We're going to flip it around to the right. So you see that's done on line 7 here. Grow equals right on line 7. Okay, and now we're going to the right, which kind of makes more sense. Okay, and we got a font going on here. We're just calling it Foo font on line 4. So we're going to be using that font. And changing some distances again. You can see distances are being changed, and you see the application of our Foo font. Okay, and there we go. It looks a little bit better. Okay, and now we're going to move things around on the page. So line 6 is our horizontal offset. We're moving to the left by 0.2 inches, and vertically we're moving up 0.2 inches. And we're also scaling everything within the TeX environment very slightly. So you see scale equal 1.05. So we're only scaling up by 5%. And there it is. And I believe that's it for the code. So you might want to hit pause, copy in the code, and there you go. That's the final document.